Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Sini from Hi-Fi Asia, China, and I'm your moderator. For today's webinar, SMS team will share their understanding of Waxy Tapioca for clean label and texturing solutions for plant-based meat, which we all know is a very timely subject. First of all, please allow me to introduce SMS. SMS is a global leading company of modified tapioca starch that can be used in various industries, including food, paper, adhesives, textiles, constructions, healthcare, personal care, and bioplastic, and so on. During all these years, researching and developing in edge cutting technologies have always been SMS priority. And this dedication did power the most important local crop, tapioca, to achieve a higher revenue year by year. Their innovative starches are now widely recognized in the global market. In terms of productivity, 3 Thailand-based facilities were established during 37 years operation since 1985. And their combined products capacity exceeds 400,000 tons annually. Now let's move on to today's topic. As we all know, consumers tend to choose those plant-based meat have a similar taste of real ones, which requires a tender, firm, and juicy bites, but is also considered as an industrial challenge. Well, challenges not all also occurred in other clean label products, such as seasonings, dairy products, and meat products. All of them will be covered in detail during today's webinar. Experts from SMS will present their unique solutions to all those problems. Now let us welcome Mr. Rob Kuller. He is the Senior Business Development Manager of SMS team.
Thank you, Cindy, for the great introduction. Welcome, viewers, to our live webinar today. We are live from Thailand. And first of all, I want to introduce that we do have another channel in Chinese, audio by our sales manager in China. They're sitting here with us, but they are responsible for China. That would be Miss Weena and Mr. Chatmongkon. You can listen to us on the audio in the Chinese language. Right. For the next hour, we will present unique solutions leading the food trends, how waxy tapioca can be used to enhance food properties and make clean label solutions, and how we can help you customize plant-based meals. So basically two main topics, waxy tapioca starch with clean label solutions and plant-based meals. Many viewers might already know SMS. We've been producing modified tapioca starch for over 36 years. Today, we focus on the food segment. Let me introduce Dr. Nathalie. He is our Food Innovation GM, leading the food team of over 30 staff. Joining us a little later will be Dr. Burachat, who would be our expert in clean label and waxy tapioca starch technology. And a little later after that will be Ms. Jutarat. She would be responsible for the plant-based solutions. First, overall, what's going on in the world of food right now? What does SMS think about the post-COVID food trend, and how do you support this trend?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Bob, for your kind introduction. In this post-COVID-19, the world continues on with food megatrends such as health and wellness, aging society, green economy, and urbanization. We also continue to support these trends through product innovations and solution service. Our innovation center of over 60 scientists works across 4 departments, namely product innovation, industrial innovation, food innovation, and paper technology. We not only innovate new solutions, but also support customers to succeed in new project implementations, as well as ongoing technical service. For instance, consumers nowadays are very attentive to studying ingredient label on their product packaging. nutrition label with natural ingredients and no chemical additive containing the term of modify or E number offer fresh and healthy feeling to consumer. We are the world's first waxy tapioca starch manufacturer. This waxy variety of tapioca starch provide outstanding performance, naturally being label without the need to chemical modify. Some excellent function meet consumer trends, including melt in mouth, clarity, high expansion, and freeze-thaw stability. For more detail of this waxy tapioca starch, Dr. Burachat will evaluate to you.
Yeah. So Dr. Burachat will join us a little later after this first session. Now, Dr. Natui, what are the main SMS food product categories?
Okay. So SMS offer you a comprehensive portfolio of tapioca-based product solutions in 4 main categories. Firstly, free from. Secondly, thickening. Thirdly, texturizing solution. And the last one, specialty solution. For example, the free from range meet the trends of clean label, gluten-free, high fiber, and vegan. For thickening solution, SMS modified starch can be used as a thickener and stabilizer in filling, topping, soup and sauce, as well as pulping agent to withstand process tolerance with stability through required temperature. Whereas texturizing solution in food coating, meat product, confectionery, and noodle, SMS has a wide range of innovative starch to enable you to perfect yield, texture, shelf life, and appearance. And the last one, specialty solution. SMS also has an emulsifying starch to stabilize emulsion system to serve the growing demand of egg-free mayonnaise, vegan coffee creamer, alternative for gum arabic in flavor powder. Yes.
Right. So those are the main categories we cover. Thank you very much, Dr. Natui.
You are welcome. Thank you.
Now we move on to the main topic of waxy tapioca starch, where Dr. Burachat will join us now.
Hi, hello. Thank
Hi.
you, Mr. Bob. Hi,
Good.
everyone.
Good. Dr. Burachat has been with us for quite a while, focusing on clean label solutions and waxy tapioca starch.
That's right.
So he will help us understand a little bit more about this product. So where is waxy tapioca starch from? And what are the main differences between waxy tapioca starch and other type of
Okay.
waxy starches?
Two questions, right?
Yeah.
First is where it come from. So first of all, I would like to introduce you. SMS is a world waxy tapioca starch manufacturer. And it began when new hybrid tapioca seeds were alive in Thailand in 2009. And the new tapioca varieties were successfully developed from the first time under cooperation with TTDI, or we call the Thailand Tapioca Development Institute, and the Columbia Center International Agricultural Topical, or we call CIAT, and also Kasetsart University. And SMS true part is scaling up the viable variety to the industrial scale for evaluation and select the best variety in this joint development. And in about 2016, SMS began to commercialize the waxy tapioca starch for the first time. Yeah, and the new waxy tapioca starch variety is amylose-free, or we can call that 100% amylopectin. Yeah, which allow to can apply in various application and industry. And for the second question is about the difference when compared with another, right? When compared with the waxy maize, waxy potatoes, waxy rice, the waxy tapioca offer the high freeze and thaw stability. As you can see in the picture, the waxy tapioca starch in the second
column.
Yeah, you can see that for the second freeze and thaw stability testing is still okay, and quality and can flowable
through 2 cycles. particles, it's still
Yeah.
fluid
That's right.
and still quite clear, while the others are already lumpy.
Yeah, this is unique characteristics of the waxy tapioca starch.
Outstanding, outstanding.
Yes.
Right.
And another unique characteristic is like a qualities of the gel. You can see the transparent gel when compared with the other, like a waxy potatoes, waxy mesh, and a waxy rice. This is another unique
Very clear.
characteristics of this type of waxy tapioca starch.
Right, right.
And they have like a high expansion properties that can apply in snack product. As you can see here, this is a coconut product using the waxy tapioca starch when compared with the normal modified tapioca
So it
starch.
gives the special crispness.
Yeah, and high expansion. And exceptional melt in mouth properties. This is can apply in a liquid food product like a salad, soup, sauce, and yogurt product for the example. Yeah, this is how we can apply the waxy tapioca starch.
This
different.
This gives you the premium mouth feel.
Yes, that's
They're
right.
very fine, very
They
smooth.
have like a unique sensory characteristic.
Yeah. Okay, that's very good. So how does waxy tapioca starch perform at such a level without having to be chemically modified?
Okay. Normally it doesn't have, right? The waxy tapioca starch doesn't have the stabilization group like the chemical modified starch, but its structure composed of all of the myelopectin molecule, meaning that it can function very well to like a whole water at resistance to like a little oxidation. Yeah. And they're similar to the chemical modified starch. These function benefits of the waxy tapioca starch can utilize to enhance the qualities of the product without E number. Yeah. And for instance, like I show in the slide, the upfront and the viscosity of the chili sauce makes with the modified starch named the sauce Tech 67 from SMS and the natural white SOS are very similar. As you can see the right hand side, this is a sauce prepared from the natural YFS, very similar with the modified one.
Comparable, yeah.
And store yogurt is another example. We use the Kieshan white nitrate for chemical modified starch compared with the natural YHF for key level, have similar texture and stability.
Right.
And you can see here, the right hand side is like a key level starch.
The creamy and light texture.
Right. And the middle one is modified starch. They have like a similar creamy and light texture.
Right.
And this is we can apply them in the like a marinated meat product. For the example we show here, this is we can apply the natural white 68 for the use in the same way as a chemical modified starch named Kieshan 1202. Yeah, this is can apply in the same way in the marinated meat product. And you can see the sensory score in the right hand side. The green and purple, this is have like a similar characteristics of the final product. Okay. And we show you this. This is a final product, a picture of the marinated meat product prepared with the natural white 68 and the modified starch. They have like a juice texture and also softness texture. And also it can increase the percent yield.
Of course, yield is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yield with the moistness and the juiciness in the product.
And hakao is another example. Hakao made with the natural ones has the same appearance and the texture as same as the chemical modified starch. And it's really, you can see it's really soft and transparent. This is a natural one for hakao for the example of application.
Yes, this should be popular in China.
Yes.
Especially chemically modified. It looks very good. Now, to understand further on this, I think maybe we need to go to the microscope level to understand the starch granules and how it works so it can perform without having to be chemically modified.
Okay. Normally, when we talk about the starch, they have like a starch granule. Actually, the qualities of the final product are linked to the starch granule. The optimal processing is a well-cooked starch. When starch is like overcooked and it will broken, it will lose ability to hold water and affect the loss of viscosity and also the texture of the food. As shown here, if starch cannot withstand the process condition, it will break and affects the viscosity and also stability, and it will crossing the like a synthesis problem of the product. And this is a huge importance of the starch granule.
Right. So from this short presentation, it's quite clear that waxy tapioca starch can be used in many
Yeah.
food applications as a clean label. Also performs as well as other modified tapioca
Yes.
starch. So if I was a viewer looking to get into food production business and I don't know how to get started,
Okay.
how can SMS help me?
Yeah. For this question, we can also provide you a wide range of the waxy on and also tapioca-based product in our portfolio. We also have the specialist that can apply that can available you and assist you to perfect the texture, shelf life, flavor, and also appearance of the food product. We not only invent a new solution or improve the product process or pricing, but also customize the solution depending on the customer requirement through the end final product.
Through to end final product.
That's right.
Important. So free consultation. Yeah, you would help. You can help.
Yeah.
You can help me get to the product that I want to get to.
Yes.
The price point I want to get to.
That's right. Very
The
important.
product performance we want to
Yes.
get to.
Yes.
All while being clean label.
Yes, we welcome.
That's very good. That's very good. You can contact us by scanning the QR code you see on the screen now, or through our website, or by our email posted on the screen now, or you can contact the site right now to post some questions which we will get to at the end of the presentation. And I think that's it for waxy tapioca starch and clean label with Dr. Burachat. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we'll see you
I
later.
will see you a little later.
Okay.
In the Q&A.
Yeah,
Don't go anywhere
absolutely.
far. All right.
Okay. See you.
Our next session will be on plant-based. Plant-based. Let's welcome Dr. Jutarat. Dr. Jutarat. Can we move the slide over? Yeah. So welcome Dr. Jutarat. She's been leading the plant-based team of dedicated researchers for over 2 years now, doing nothing else, just plant-based. 2 years. And she's made big progress with solutions that she'll present to you. So the importance of plant-based in the global sustainability is very important. And also how SMS has solutions for exceptional plant-based meals.
Yes, thank you for your kind introduction.
Welcome you here. Why is plant-based meal booming and setting global trend right now?
Because of it's much more sustainable and healthier than meat from livestock. Talking about global sustainability, as well recognized, world population is projected to reach more than 9 billion people by 2015. Accordingly, we need to increase meat food production capacity about 70% to feed this large increased world population. Of course, meat production must increase for this purpose as well. But it's impossible to rely on this alone because we have limits of natural resource in terms of land use, waters, and energy. And today, animal agriculture contribute 57% of global CO2 emission. This responsible for global warming ahead of burning fuels from transportation. So meat will be insufficient to supply for food in the future. But on the other hand, plant-based meat is made from crops, so it takes much less resource to produce. For instance, it's 93% less of land use, 99% less of water use, 46% less of energy use, and 99% less of CO2 emission.
90% less CO2 emission.
Yes. Accordingly, the plant-based meat is good for global sustainability.
Okay, that's good for the world and feeding the world with growing population in the future, or we can't grow.
Yeah.
We'll starve. So we need to go there for sure. But how about the health benefits? What are the health benefits of plant-based meat?
As comparable to meat from animals, plant-based meat contain high protein, fibers, and vitamin, but it has no cholesterol, antibiotic, and hormone, as well as free-form animal cause disease. And they also have a lot of evidence revealing the healthy benefits of eating plant-based meat. For instance, it's effective to weight loss, prevent obesity, diabetes, and reduce the risk of heart disease.
So all that is good, but what are the key driving growth demand of plant-based meat, and how competitive is the market?
You know, the plant-based meat is a booming business right now and is expected to grow continually. As you can see, its global market should reach $7.5 billion by 2025, with compound annual growth rate about 7.7%. And demand of plant-based meat grows because it can solve global scale problem, especially food security, food sustainability, and climate change. And recently, plant-based meat has become popular not just for vegan, but also vegetarian. And many food manufacturers right now are actively innovating their plant-based food recipe to expand their product line, discovering plant-based meat category.
So what are the challenges of formulation for plant-based meat?
You know, the most difficult part of plant-based meat formulation is in creating taste, texture, and appearance like the real meat. But the formulating a perfect plant-based meat texture, you need to use know-how and experience with combination of complex ingredients. This makes it difficult for startup to new players because they lack of know-how, expertise, and process technology. This is where SMS can fill in for you with ready-to-go customizable texture solution.
Ready to go.
Ready to
Very
go.
easy startup for you. So that's very interesting. Can you elaborate more how SMS provides such ready-to-go solutions for plant-based meals?
We SMS, we need to solve global scale problems. So we established plant-based food center equipped with products know-how and high process technology to provide professional solution to our customer. So here are plant-based food products that's made by our team. So you can see we have patty burger, plant-based ground meat, plant-based spaghetti meatball. They're 100% made from plant, but still deliver taste, texture, appearance like the real meat. All of them made by using one key binder system that's called iBind.
iBind, that's the hero product right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So iBind is a versatile protein binding system that can make your process more convenient. It's 100% made from plant, high in protein, vegan, non-GMO, and non-allergen. So you can use iBind to replace eggs as a binder and texturizer and get firmness after cooking process similar to eggs in binding ability, firm and bouncy bite with juiciness. So think about that. If you have a good binder, you can easily create diversify of the plant-based meal. For example, plant-based meatball, plant-based stir-fry meat, and plant-based patty burger.
Okay, you say easy.
Yes,
Show
it's
me
very
how easy.
To create the plant-based meat, we will start from preparing our proposed emulsion with a simple ingredient. For example, cold water, iBind, soybean oil, coloring, and seasoning agents. So put all ingredients in a high-speed Thermomix and then blend it until everything becomes homogeneous and thick emulsion like this. We call all proposed emulsion. Next, combine all proposed emulsion with a rehydrated texturized protein at a proper proportion, and then form it into desirable shape.
Okay. So texturized protein, there are different types, and so there are different types for different sort of meals that you want to make. So how do we select?
Yes, actually the texturized protein that has diversify of texture. So it's depending on protein content, size, shape and its origin. So you may need to experiment with different type of texturized protein to find out which one is matched to your end product texture. For example, so we have the you have granular type. The granular type is provides a more chewy texture like beef and pork. So it's suitable for the product like stir-fry ground meat or the patty burger. And the other one is a flake type. It has the soft texture and less chewy texture like a fish and chicken. So it's suitable for the product like a chicken nugget and fish burger. So now I would like to show you how to make the plant-based patty burger with iBuy. Video demonstration. So at the beginning, soak the texturized protein in excess water until it's softened. So the next, we will prepare our proposed emulsion. The first step, pour iBuy in a high-speed Thermomix, and next followed by adding coloring agent. So we use the beetroot extract. Blend the component at low speed together, and then add soybean oil, followed by cold water. After that, turn on to high speed. Mix until the mixture becomes homogeneous and thick like texture protein. So you will get plant-based ground meat or the plant-based meat. You can use it like a ground pork. After that, add the seasoning and flavoring agent as your own recipe to enhance tasty and flavor. Mix them well together and form it into a patty shape or the flat round shape, and press it in on the dish. Keep in the frozen for overnight until the patty become hardened. And next step, pan grill on the pan until the patty fully cooked. The core temperature should reach 75 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. You may graze with barbecue sauce before serve, so you will get the yummy patty burger. And the next video is compare the performance of iBuy with the normal hydrocolloid. So you can see that the patty with iBuy has excellent bite and firmness.
This one is not iBuy.
This one, yes.
The one that was flipped is not iBuy.
Yes.
That's why it breaks apart.
Yes.
Okay.
The patty with normal hydrocolloid is melt and stick on the pan.
The second one is not iBuy neither.
Yes.
It sticks to the pan and it breaks apart a little.
So which one is iBuy?
Must be the third one.
Yeah, this one.
There you go.
Yes, it looks.
See, it remains uniform.
Yes, all right. And the patty with iBuy still expand a bigger size and retain a good shape during cooking process as well. And this picture shows the pan fight of the plant-based patty, not just only for excellent biting ability, but iBuy also provide firm and bouncy bite to the cooking temperature, to the cooking process at the hot temperature. And when the temperature cool down, it still maintain the firm and bouncy bites as well. So we also test the biting ability of iBuy in both steaming and deep frying process. iBuy perform well in both cooking process. As you can see that it can holding a good shape without collapse and still deliver firm and bouncy bite. So iBuy applicable for every cooking process, and it can make your process more convenient and easy to develop more plant-based idea. So we offer iBite as the binder and texturizer for the plant-based meat. It's excellent source of protein, can replacing it, and it can be convenient to your process to enhance biting ability, firm and bouncy bite, deliver juiciness, and maintain a good shape during cooking process. So as you can see that with the iBite system, you can broaden your plant-based recipe to all kinds of meat cuisine. For example, tonkatsu, coarse ground sausage, meat chunk in curry, meat skewer, gyoza filling, and chicken nugget.
Okay.
So this for all the presentation for the plant-based solution.
Great. So these are just only some successful solutions we
Yeah.
have in the market right now with our customers. We develop for our customers, and actually we continue to make more new solutions for customers. This is an ongoing with work that we do in our innovation lab, and any viewer who's looking to get into plant-based meat in any finished good product, we offer consultation. We can assist you through to the development stage all the way to the finished good, the performance that you want in the finished product, and the price point that you need. We can help work with you on all of that. So our information is on the screen right now. You can scan the QR code or contact us through our website or our email posted there. Right now, we are still receiving some questions from the site. I think we have a little time left, so we'll go through a few questions that we have time for. The
Yeah.
first question is on plant-based meat. Plant-based meat tend to lack juiciness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How can iBind help with moistness and making plant-based meat juicy?
As you know, lack of juiciness probably comes from the low amounts of water in the recipe and water leak out during cooking process. To solve this problem, you may need to retain water inside the products as much as possible. So iBite has a high water biting ability so that you can use it with the high amount of water in the recipe and prevent water leak out during cooking process. So by using iBite, it can deliver juiciness with firm texture and get the plant-based meat with firm texture as well.
Okay, so it helps retain water.
Mhm.
Right. So the second question, most plant-based meat are costly. How much does it cost to use iBind? Is it expensive, basically?
Yeah. iBite can work well in the system that's in high water recipe and can improve the yield of the product after cooking process. So is it effective for cost saving? Right.
So because it can retain more, it can make more volume by holding water.
Yeah, water is the more cheaper in the recipe, right?
So you get more volume, but at the same time, the performance it has a good taste and feel to it to be moist.
Yes.
So you get both things.
Yes.
You save costs and you also have a better product.
Yeah.
Right. Another question is iBind clean label?
iBite is not clean label right now because it's have more ingredient inside because there are the combination of protein, modified starch, and hydrocolloid together to work well and form synergistic effects for the meat texture.
Okay.
To imitate it like a meat texture. But it's not clean label right now.
Are we working on it?
Yeah, we're still working on the clean label solution for plant-based meat in the future.
So maybe next year, maybe next year we can see iBind in the clean label version.
Yeah.
Just keep tuning in.
Okay.
All right. I think that's it for plant-based. I see a question for Waxy Tapioca. tapioca starch. Yeah, Dr. Burachat, will you please join us for waxy?
I'm still here.
Okay, so
Okay.
we see a question here. Are
Actually, waxy tapioca starch is not all are green because we can modify the waxy tapioca starch by use the chemical modified technique.
okay?
So, for the example, we can add the like a stabilization group inside the molecule, and it can improvement in like water holding capacity and lead time to the retrogradation.
Okay.
But this time they have like an E number. This is not green.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the beginning in the presentation, we were saying that waxy tapioca starch based product can perform just as well as modified starch product
That's right.
to a certain level.
Yeah.
But then when you want to go to the extreme, waxy tapioca starch can be modified
Yeah.
to go to that extreme level
That's right.
where normal tapioca starch cannot go.
That's right. Absolutely.
Right. So yeah, we can add the chemically modified type to go to that extreme level, that extra level that's never been reached.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Okay. Any more question? Có cản được.
Okay. Sorry for the technical problem.
Right. Okay.
We'll be back for the question. right?
Okay. Before we run out of time, one more question. What is the definition of clean label starch?
Okay, for the definition, actually the concept for clean label starch is all ingredients are natural. A customer can like recognize and understandable ingredients. Not like so some ingredients that have like some chemical sounding name, something like that. Actually, the concept is natural.
Basically natural.
Yes.
Nothing chemical sounding in the ingredient making the product.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's clean
That's
label.
right.
Right. Okay. We're about running out of time. Thank you everyone for joining us. Please visit our website to consult, and you can contact us through our email. Until next time, we hope to assist many of you to create new businesses. Keep tuned in. We'll see you again soon.
See
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.